Wonderful good day, ladies and gentlemen, out of our studios here in Munich, Commodity TV. And with me here today is Bill Howald. He is the president, CEO, and also the founder or co-founder of Ripatch Gold. Bill, thank you very much for taking time.
Welcome, Johan. It's great to be here.
Yeah, fantastic. What's Ripatch about? You're in Nevada, you're in the elephant territory. What are you doing there?
Yeah, well, we're in Nevada. Everything we do is in the U.S. And it's really a story of about cash flow from a royalty and using that money to address a developing resource at our Lincoln Hill property, and also to explore some world-class ground around the Cortez gold mine and make a new discovery.
Great. How did you come to the cash flow? Just shortly in 2 sentences, because I think that was quite a genius time from you, what you did there.
Yeah, it was an interesting time. You know, we got into a bit of a tangle with Core Mining at their Rochester mine over some land. We were able to settle that dispute, and in return, we received $10 million in cash and 3.4% royalty on the mine for roughly 40 million ounces of silver.
Wow. Wow, that's really nice. So that means when silver goes up, you get also more money.
Yeah, we get paid quarterly, so every 3 months we get a check, and it's fully leveraged to the price of gold and silver. So if it goes up, we get more money. If it goes down, we get less money.
Okay, let's dive a bit into your fantastic properties. We said already it's Nevada. You have several properties there. I think the most important one is probably Lincoln Hill, because you have a PEA already there. Please elaborate on that. Yeah,
so we just put out our PEA in May. And a very robust project at current gold and silver prices. It's roughly $50 million net present value. But more interestingly enough, it's got an internal rate of return of about 64%.
Wow. So that's pre or after tax?
That's pre-tax.
Pre-tax. But after tax, I think it's still over 50, right?
Oh yeah, it's very good. So we're quite excited by that, and we're excited by the exploration opportunities we have around Lincoln Hill. In fact, just recently, we put out results for our Silver Ridge target, which is about a kilometer and a half to the west of Lincoln Hill, and some very encouraging results, again, near surface mineralization. And we're currently drilling at Independence Hill, which is another target just to the south of Lincoln Hill. So we're developing a resource. You know, we have about 600,000 ounces of M&I and about 400,000 ounces of inferred at Lincoln Hill. So, you know, almost a million ounces there. And we're developing more resources around it. Looks very economic, and you know, we've got some operations nearby with Core Mining at the Rochester mine, and then also with Barrick at Spring Valley. So you know, there's some strategic partners that you know, perhaps we can help each other out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was what I wanted to talk. You have a joint venture with Barrick and McEwen. What about that property?
Yeah, so that's a project that's over on the Cortez Trend. Cortez, you know, we really love it. It's a place that there's been over 50 million ounces of gold discovered since 1991. So it's a big thing in Nevada. It's the latest discovery coming out of there is Gold Rush, which is going to be well over 15 million ounces. And we're following that trend to the south, where we have the Patty project. As you mentioned, it's a joint venture between McEwen and Barrick. And Ripatch is earning 60% by spending $5 million over 5 years.
Yeah, you have the money, obviously.
And we have the money to do it. That's right. So, I mean, that's what we're using the cash flow out of the royalty to, you know, it's really to progress our projects to the next stages. And it's non-dilutive to shareholders.
Absolutely. How many shares do you have out so far? What is by now money in the bank? And, of course, what is the burn rate?
Well, the burn rate when we're not drilling is roughly about $80,000 per month, right? I mean, of course, we have people to pay and that kind of stuff. But, you know, when we're drilling, the programs have defined objectives and beginnings, middles, and an end. So, you know, we're not continually spending money. But at the end of the second quarter, we had $7 million in the bank. You know, we're going to spend $3.8 million in Nevada. And at the end of the year, we should have $7 million in the bank.
Perfect. So that's 0-0 on burning and earning.
And if we're lucky and gold and silver price climb up, then you know, perhaps we'll have more money in the bank.
Yeah, that's fantastic. What would you describe would be your near-term catalysts for the company?
Well, near term, we just finished some drilling programs. As I mentioned, we just put out our PEA in May. We just put out some drilling results this month in September. And we'll have some more drilling results coming out for Wilco and Lincoln Hill here probably in October and early November. And then we're starting a drill program at Patty, the joint venture with McEwen and Barrick here. We'll probably start that in late October. So there'll be lots of news flow. And then, of course, we get the royalty every 3 months.
Lots of good things happen. Let's come a bit finally to the future of the company. I saw in your presentation that roughly $30 million would be the CapEx for a production site on Lincoln Hill. Can you imagine, as you are developing the whole thing, go in production by yourself, or you want to take a strategic partner on, or maybe you sell it?
Well, I think, one of the nice things about having cash and kind of a future income stream is it gives us the ability to make different choices, right? We don't have to pick one over the other. We can continue to de-risk those projects, bring them closer and closer to production. If it makes more sense to get a partner, we'll get a partner. If it makes sense to do it ourselves, they're imminently doable at, $30 million CapEx is really, an easy project to do. We'll do them ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. And I think also the permitting process in Nevada is quite straightforward. There are no issues. You follow the steps and the rules and regulations. You are done, right?
There's a process. You go through the process. At the end of that process, you can have a mine.
Fantastic. I like it. Thank you very much for that. Very good insight. And keep it going. And hopefully we hear some good drill results soon from you.
I think there will be.
Great, Bill. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it was Bill Howald, the president and CEO of Ripetch Gold. And fantastic numbers on the PEA for Lincoln Hill, only $30 million to invest to get into a mine. But the company is very flexible. They have still $7 million cash in the bank. They have the royalty stream from the Rochester mine coming on from Coeur d'Alene. And so he can do what he wants, develop all the properties forward, and bring value for the shareholders. Have a look at the company, check it out. Thanks and bye-bye from Munich.